Hello beautiful people, wherever you are, welcome back to back again to the root of today, and we are it's one-on-one live coverage that we're going to be covering from this kind of the position as we are, and it's like yesterday. How are you, man?
I'm good.
Everything is so good.
And today is today.
I'm taking something called the dawa.
Is it calling?
It's called the dawa.
Exactly.
Due to the voice, so as you can voice up.
Yeah, the other day my voice also was just somehow disappearing. Right now I'm just adjusting.
Oh, I saw people talking about it is karma from King.
Exactly. I think it is the weather and the
condition.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's about that one. So how is everything, man?
Everything is fantastic, but due to unconditional circumstance, how things is just moving. Things is just moving. Is it rampantly? Is it
rampant? Rampantly.
Is it rampant?
Circumphonious. Everything is so fantastic. Here we come, guys, and we start this kind of the platform right now here to make sure that everything gonna be coming to you live and one-on-one clearly. And my friend, so we have much of the things. I see you have covered much of the reports about Passy. What's on the trending? Because much of the people are just waiting for this kind of the portfolio to come out so they can just elaborate it clearly. Is it happening or it's not happening? Because much of the people are talking about, is it really that it's the occasions that we can just get it out and people get it as a one-on-one? Because as you can just check this kind of the videos here, how can you relate this one? Is she the one or she's not the one?
Actually, guys, she's the one.
She's the one?
She's the one.
You can narrate how the environment looks like.
The stomach is booming. The stomach is booming. And we have, is it Punani?
Punani
is also booming. And at Nyasha, all 360 there, guys. What is just looking like? Have you ever seen the
what?
Is it the size or the figure of the people of, is it Luyan people?
The Luo.
Not the Luo.
The Luya.
Not the Luya. The Kikuyun's people. That is how the Nyash.
No, Kikuyu are bright, but the Nyash is the Luos.
Oh, this Nyash. Do you know that Luos have a figure shape?
So the question.
And this one is looking some slanted, and it has got some of mountain like
where
at the back.
So whenever you went to do a video with her, so how did she talk about the portfolio that you put it into?
Actually, guys, this is a one-on-one video that is just coming live, and in the morning where also I was getting a lot of calls that Mogesi, the information is out, why can't you react on that video? Oh, I decided, let me first go to its Passy so that I can just spot her, so that she can just expose the reality.
Exactly.
But to be sincere, the things that she was just exposing out, it is not the real fact. So
it's not the real story that was covered.
It was not the real.
You know, guys, yesterday I broadcasted and it was coming, and we can just talk about yesterday's video. It was a small synopsis, a small recap about what the information that got in, but it was a little bit late. But how the information was getting out in a small synopsis, people talked about I'm gauging the wrongly. But the real fact about you have seen it a lot, because whenever it came to me also, I was just talking about, oh my living God, is this the fact? Is this the correct thing that I'm saying? But people are doubting it. I'm talking about, hey Gintu, you have to send it to us so you can just confirm, and you can just confirm it as we are here. Because it's not something that we can talk about. No, but the real fact that people have to get is one, it was not sent to the guy who is building. It was sent to Mr. Cecil. So the real fact about what we mean is if Mr. Cecil was the one who saved this kind of the things, now they are coming out and people are talking about maybe they can go to the cyber and a little bit craft the images and put here and there. So is it looking like it has been
this is the real fact. You know, crafting is different because I have here the crafting,
the crafted one.
I have it here. Let me show you. I have these gentlemen that.
Oh yeah, I can
crafting is somehow different. Like this one, it is crafting.
Exactly.
But the one that is just shown there, it is the
reality.
It is the
because
reality.
you can see the tummy of Passy. It's there.
Yeah.
And
the
also
house,
the
chair,
the same, the chairs, and
even let's explain how it's look like.
Yeah, you can explain it.
Let me explain a little bit, guys.
A little bit. So as you see this video,
actually, let me start explaining. In the house, the team is at the top. The
no, the trees that are always put so as the iron sheets parallel.
Yeah,
the parallel
is inside.
You'd go and adjust.
All right.
Yeah.
The parallel is just also we have green small
these are
cloths.
No, not cloths.
Yeah.
Like small fabrics. Vitamba
is
like fabrics there, that you always put on top of a sofa set.
They are
on top of
color,
they're green in color.
Some of them they are
reddish. And behind the nyash we have a red. I think it's there's a cupboard there.
No.
What is always behind?
That is, I think, is also a chair.
No, there's a cupboard behind. Because this is a pathway, we have a table there.
Yeah.
So it means that she was along the entry, because that's where the light is coming.
Yeah.
So I think she's standing parallel, because if we have the light at the other end, it means that the light is coming from where? The door. Exactly. So that's where you can even see, so as it can be clear. And I told the people that for you to do this kind of the things, it should come as clear as possible, so as you can earn money.
Exactly.
And you cannot just hook up so as you can be given money. And the real fact about today you went there so as you can go and clarify things like we talk about you asked her and how did you start, because how did you go and you went there, and how did you see the guy was?
Actually, to be sincere, she called me in the morning. I called her first to ask
whenever we met at Nyamwanza.
I called her, what is just ongoing? She told me, even me right now I'm sick, I'm in the bed, so what you can do, just come right now and you can just confirm. You can just confirm through me. I went there. We started the broadcasting. And the first question I ask is what is just happening, because right now people, they are just talking about
you are the trending master.
And you are also sending the nude picture, and also you have been scammed. Is it scamming or gambling? You have just
she has gambled.
She has been
gambling.
What happened? What she started narrating, I think we can just put into the voice. I think
you have the voice.
Yeah,
put it.
The money, it was not stolen.
It was not stolen.
So
how do you think about where the money went? Because whenever we come out and talk about there's gambling, there's
actually there are things that is just coming live, and let me talk about the individual that was with Passy. She has already exposed, because she was there. She witnessed.
Exactly. So there's another lady who was there called Irene Naga.
Exactly.
How do you know about that lady?
Maybe what I can know, she's the one that usually maybe taking Passy in terms of taking her to Nairobi.
Exactly.
She's like
and do you know that a person was being told, if you have this kind of amount of money, because the person who sent, everybody knows him, is from the UK. And this kind of a person was the one who was supporting Mapopo. So this kind of a person talked to Mapopo and asked him, how can we get the iron sheets? Mapopo said, let me go to speak to Passy, so as I can just rectify 2-3 mistakes that she gonna be doing. And the guy was giving Mapopo a head on. Then Mapopo spoke to Passy and told her that you have to do what? Go to the hardware that's in Sirari. It's the biggest hardware, by the way. And it's much of the hardware that people are purchasing much of the materials from. And she was told that go and put there your money, so as they can purchase for you. So as you go individually, they can just hook up you and the company because they can give you the rejects.
Exactly.
And Passy talked about, no, the iron sheets are already purchased, so I'm going to pick only. So it was like they were having some contradictions. So Mapopo said about, okay, if the iron sheet have been purchased, okay, go then. So again, I'm hearing that the money was lost. Then I'm coming to wonder. She said that how can you purchase? Talk about how can you put an order of iron sheet without paying, and yet come out and say to us that the money was stolen. Yet you told Mapopo, I'm not going to put money there because I have to go to Nairobi to pick the package, and the money, it had been already paid already. So I'm just contradicted already. So I cannot even understand the statement that she's now coming out to tell us because it is a default. And to the real fact about it, everyone in town, they know she was a gambling lady, and I'm doubting this. How can she gamble 1,000, put 1,000, go, put another 1,000, go, put another 1,000, go, because it was 4,000 USD.
Maybe she played with the 100,000.
That's the time I'm talking about. 1,000 USD is around 100,000 Kenyan shillings. So if she was putting talk about 1,000 USD, it means that she has to put how many bets? 4 bets. Exactly. So how can you put a bet of 1,000 USD and go and it flies, then you put another 1,000, then you put another 1,000 until 4 times? You will be a fool. Though the real fact about what is going on to this portfolio, that lady knows where that money has gone. Exactly. She knows everything. And the real fact about what I want to tell you is, there's this kind of a person who told me from Nairobi that she was communicating to people and telling them, oh, I'm not a fool, I have to put this money because I'm a widow, because this kind of a person will ever support me, even if. So Irene Inaga has the real data. Let me tell this because this is the real factor. You know, it comes to Irene Inaga when much of the people, they were just trying to pressure Irene Inaga that you are the one that stole that money. If Passy said that the money was just being stolen, you are the one. So Irene Inaga just come out while exposing the reality that we were with her, and the money where went, she was just playing aviator. Exactly. So that's from Irene Inaga, and she said that you know guys, let me tell you, there's a time same Mapopo asked that why can't you take another person and leave Irene Inaga behind and go with her, with another person to Nairobi and purchase the iron sheet? She said that she's my friend, we have to go, we are already doing our own things. So that's why we say about they know what they're doing.
Exactly.
And you can just remember whenever I called her, she was in Nairobi, that hey Passy, where are you? And she told me, no, Gintu, I've been sent money for the cow. And what you have to do, I'm coming so as we can just separate the meat. I said, okay, there's no problem. So what are you doing there? She told me, you know what, Gintu, imagine my money was stolen. She was like laughing. I've never seen such kind of a scenario, because if you know exactly, you have lost more than even 2,000 Kenya shillings.
You can be confused.
You can talk about, oh my living God, where did my money go? Oh,
exactly.
How can it happen that 400,000, which is 4,000 US dollars, can just disappear heterozygously and confusingly? So it was not something which is pleasing to our own minds. You know, so the fact that we want to come out with is to tell people that let us not be challenged. And the real fact is, maybe she's confronting that the pictures don't belong to, she never sent these pictures to whom? To the man who is supporting her right now. And the fact is, the pictures are here, yet the hair that she was having, not the pubic one. Talk about the hair that she was having. It's the same hair that whenever Mr. Cecil
let's
came,
go with the dread hair.
the dread one, brownish. So whenever Mr. Cecil came, it was the hair that was available.
Exactly.
So it was the same hair that she was having whenever she was filming this kind of the videos. And the real fact is now here. Do you remember the time that they were just filming at the, we can talk about, they were going to the river, filming some of the videos there, and also they were having much of, talk about they were in Irene Inaga, much of the videos trended because they copied from the Konamam, they copied from the Mwangu, they copied from the Sausage Girl, they copied from the other ladies who have ever done it, like Ayamboke, like Janet Boke, who have done it, like there's a lady called Faith Boke also.
Exactly.
How they have ever done it, and they have progressed. They have got subscribers, they've got donations, so they can do other things. So they started doing it. It's the same point that Mr. Cecil saw that this kind of a girl, she's so fantastic. She's having nyash. The nyash is booming, and she's shaking before use. What about now you use? Even if you go to a daktari, a doctor can talk about shaking before you use. But she was shaking before use. So it was something that was pleasing to this kind of the men. So how can you just put such kind of a narration? And also it has become to a conclusion that this kind of the Germans are coming out to a comment section. What are they talking about? Right now?
The man or the...
Have you got the information about Passy, you individually?
Actually, the real information that she has just broadcast live is apart from, let me talk about the nude picture. The nude picture, she talked that she have ever sent to anyone. But the little fact that we have just got here, and this is why I also engaged on broadcasting this kind of the video, is she has already sent nudic picture. Also, Punani is just open. This is the real fact.
Have you watched the Black Beauty?
Black Beauty?
Yeah, Black Beauty TV.
Video?
Yeah.
I have not.
You know, people think about I was the first person to put it on one-on-one.
Yeah.
But the fact that comes out is there's a person who started it.
Yeah.
And the information leaked. Not only me.
Yeah. The
information leaked between me and Black Beauty. Yeah. And these pictures came from the talk about it abroad, and we were told that this kind of the nude, look at them, and Black Beauty sent them to me so as I can confirm is she the one or she's not the one. And I talked about and people are not even getting it very fantastically. Yeah. Because if a person can talk about Gintu, you know what people doesn't know is one.
Exactly.
If we can mess, nobody will ever hesitate. Even the person we are having close to us will ever come and broadcast and talk about, we ever thought. But whatever comes to our own things, and we are always condemning it, talking about this kind of the habit should stop.
Exactly.
Yet this kind of the people are also coming to us. Do you remember the time of we can talk about the time of you and Ernesto? You broadcasted a video
while exposing the nudic picture
of Mr. Cecil.
Yeah.
You saw it? It was there.
It was there. It was there.
In wilting cucumber.
Exactly.
And whenever you broadcasted it, then I went there to ask her, how was it happening that you are found with the nudic photos of Mr. Cecil to your phone? She denied. She said, no, I've never found. I don't have. Even these boys, they were lying. They were telling the lies. So I asked, do you think that Mogesi and Ernesto were lying about this kind of the things? Yes, these boys were lying. That's the point she talked about. And I was about to gauge her, because whenever I asked such kind of a question, that do you think that this kind of the boys were lying, and talk about, yes, these boys were lying, you know. But eventually it came again, so as she gave us the audio that came out.
After she saw that things is just
now Mr. Cecil is about to expose. So the only thing here they have done is man eat man society.
Exactly.
It's the first one to take the trophy. Talk about whoever wins. So Passy did it first. Because you cannot tell me that Passy can deny she has never sent the nudic photos also, and I was there, because there's a day I talked about. There's a day I went to, she called me, the day you broadcasted Mr. Cecil audio. And she called me and told me, to have the breaking news, you just come. I said, if Mogesi, they have broadcasted it already, so do you have another audio so as you can give me?
Yeah.
So as we cannot have the same, she told me, yes, there are so many. You will select whatever you need. Then I said, okay, you have a point.
Yeah.
So whenever I was going at the road, I met with the con mom.
Yeah.
And she was just walking majestically to the villa.
Yeah.
Then I asked about, then I bypassed her with a motorbike.
Yeah.
Then the con mom, whenever I bypassed her, I reached to Passy. Then I got Passy. She was just sitting there with some ladies.
Yeah.
Then a little bit, like 5 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes, the con mom arrived and said, hey, Tata, yeah, you are a very stupid boy. You are a very bad boy. You wanted even to knock me on the road. You are having a motorbike. Even I could not go to the range. You could have just passed with me. I've never seen a stupid boy like you.
Yeah.
Yet, whenever she had a motorbike coming, I have a horn.
Yeah.
She went to the side of the road.
Yeah.
Then she came now to blame because I went there. So as I can broadcast everything that was coming, and she had got the information about,
Yeah.
you have already broadcasted it.
So she came to confirm?
To confirm, is it the truth that Gintu is going there? So as whenever they see me, they know that everything is now coming out. It's the reality.
Yeah.
You know? So the effect that brought it, the con mom took a Passy to the other side.
Yeah.
And told her, Passy, come here, have some talk with you.
Yeah.
Then took Passy and they went to the other side so as I cannot be hearing the conversation.
Yeah.
Then the con mom, whenever she returned, she told me, hey, you know, Gintu, it's just one video only, one audio only. Today I have decided to give out. But whenever she was telling me, she told me that she has so many audios.
You can select whichever
I can select whichever. Now, whenever they talked to con mom,
Yeah.
she now came and turned back, talked about Gintu, you know, I will only give you the one that I gave to Mogesi because it's the one that I've decided to give out. Now I just had quoted.
Yeah.
They have already communicated.
Exactly.
And whenever I was asking some questions, do you think that Passy, are you straight that you have never sent some nude photos to him? He said, no, me, I cannot do that nonsense. You know how we talk about, I cannot do those nonsense. You know, she was talking that way. And I was about, hey, so can you, if right now somebody talk about you want to marry you, what can you do? She talked about, yes, you know, but if you want to marry me, I cannot get out from here. You just come and live here because I have some children, I have a home. She was talking that way. So I was about, okay, there's no problem. She's cornering.
Exactly.
She cannot go straight to the point. That's the real fact. So to the real conscience I wanted to bring out is that you know what has now been trending to Nyamwanze?
Yeah.
All the ladies right now, they have been put in such kind of a gauge that this is the business they're doing.
Exactly.
And whenever Kenge, you can just talk about Kenge. Whenever he came, he talked to the people that whenever you want to have a YouTube channel, you have to get a consistency of how you are putting some of the videos, how you are doing it. So consistency matters. But not telling people the real fact about that there's another website apart from YouTube that you can do. And if you are a lady or you are a gentleman, that's why he ever knew that the people who are behind him, they are already protected. And how do you can talk about such kind of an issue, how it was?
First, let me start with the it's Passy, then I will also continue. Because when it comes to Passy, we cannot spare that we are just going to spare one party. Then we expose the another party. We have to go with the really all the real and the valid information.
Exactly.
When it comes, it comes. When it's time to take it out, we have to take it out, because no more sparing or no more things like we're gonna spare this kind of the party or we're gonna spare this kind of the side. We have to come with the real fact. And actually the main point is this one. Kenge started this kind of the video while showing people how to shower into the liver.
Exactly.
I remember.
And you can just remember, there's a time that Kenge said that there's a time the chief area came to the position and told him that your followers or your people who you are orienting to the YouTube, they have been found in the rivers showering, and you have to tell them to just get those kind of the nurses out of the rivers, because right now the schools have been closed, because I'm quoting the real quote because I was there listening listening to what the chief was talking.
Yeah.
And whenever I said about there are some of the ladies who have been spotted, and the villagers have decided whenever they will spot them again, it's going to be a krakatu. It's going to be so hectic to them, and they are going to summarize them, and they're going to be doing anything that they will be done. And that's the time that we started broadcasting the 3 amigos. We started with the 2 amigos. Whenever we talked about the ladies who are running, do you remember?
Yeah, exactly.
And they were chased from the rivers. And whenever the chief was explaining, he was told with Kenge.
Yeah.
Kenge, this kind of the chief was told, I'm warning you.
Yeah.
Everybody has his own life. Leave them to do whatever they can do.
Yeah.
And you know that they can pay you as a chief you are. So don't make things complicated, and there's nothing you can do. A real quote from Kenge. I'm talking about go to the police and tell them we are doing that one. And the chief said that, okay, that's how you can tell me, the chief area. Kenge talked about just go, soldier, open the gate. And the guy was chased out. Remember that? The guy was chased out with the guy who was called Sabega, who was at the gate during that time. But the real fact now comes out. He's the one who was telling them continue, because whenever the conman went to shower at the river and exposing the buttocks, exposing the nudes, exposing that she has big buttocks outside of there, talk about how the river was. And imagine whenever you go to shower to the river, not knowing that there are people who are depending on that water.
And remember, Kenge is the one that putting his mom thumbnail during that time.
Exactly.
He was the one that putting his mom
thumbnails.
So I don't know when his mom bending, how Kenge he was just making such kind of the thumbnail that this one it will be the best one, or this one it will be the nice one, something like that.
Exactly. Tuko job, bro.
Kidogo. So Kenge he was not knowing, and if you can just recall the time that Kenge he took sausage, he took the Argentinian longonos, and he took everyone. He took everyone while going into the river to shower. Do you remember that video?
Exactly, I can remember.
And it brought some of the chaotic into that village, while the villagers were just trying to chase them. I don't know if you can just recall.
I can recall that one now. Things now started becoming so cruel. And that's the time now, whenever Kenge saw that video of the conman showering at the river, now Kenge talked about, no, this is not what we have to do. If and the Mwangu, she was the part of the same scenario. And Kenge talked about, if this is what my sister can bring to the village, so as even my mom can do it, it's now going to have now the moms will be ever going to the river. And the fact about whenever you go to the river, you can never know what they're going to do there.
Exactly.
Because there are people who are depending on those waters. Talk about the river water. Whenever you are going to shower there, you can never know if you are polluting there, if you are peeing there. So there are people who are consuming that water at the lower edge, at the lower part of that water. So it could be so disgusting about this kind of the people going to do such kind of the things, because there are some of the cows that are drinking that water. They are part of the people who are consuming it. There are people who are using it home consumption. There are people who are washing some clothes there. So it could be so disgusting. And that's why we can talk about it was so disgusting, apart from talking about what was coming out. And
also this is the time where
to ask David Junior and a support case, but they are calling me some names. Because of that, French town boy has called me, and David just take that advantage to call me those names. So guys, actually for me, do not understand. How can you help me about those ones?
So my question was one. Before we go direct to the point, I wanted to ask about what's the problem with the... You remember we slaughtered a cow?
Judas, pick up my wife. Thank you so much. I will go and cook for my pasta. Every place.
Same village and same road and same...
Yes, ma'am. Complex ma'am called me to her home.
What's really happening between you?
Yeah, you know, it was yesterday that his mom, Complex mom, called me to her home.
Yeah.
When I went there, I get David Junior making videos outside in the compound. They came and said that, Pass, I want to fight with you. What do you come to pick from our home? I told them, you know, it was your mom called me here. I'm here because of your mom. Just ask your mom. Your mom is there and is looking for me and you. And his mom came and said, David, no. Leave Passy alone to be coming inside. But they answered, they said that, no, I see Passy make video with the Gintu. That's why I don't want this lady here. That's why I don't want Passy here at our compound. That's the first. And the second, when the GTP boy come from US, they call me at Ayamara. They invite me that I can go to Ayamara's place. But May say that May can't go there. But the congressman has called me. Just go. As I was calling you to my home and you are not coming to my home. Just go where? Just go where to Ayamara place you were invited there to do what and what. But when I went there, the junior decided to come there and then to fight to me. So we have some, maybe that's the grudge that they have it, but me, what I want, it was David to stand, to stop it, to tell me the wrong, to come out to call me airplane, to ask me, to tell me what they want from me, actually, guys.
So
even the police,
Passy.
Because the junior, they misuse a lot of people here in the village, but people are ignoring him. So now, hey, guys, me actually don't know how things are going here in the village.
I have a question, Passy.
Yeah.
It seems that the con mom knew that maybe you are dating with the Mr. Sesi Bogo. And that is the biggest aim, and they knew that they're gonna be getting money from you, as they're gonna be using the con mom, as she's gonna be now calling you to go to her home, so as everything gonna be very okay, as they're gonna be communicating and getting some of the money from Sesi Mbogo, as things gonna be going on. So whenever you clarified that you don't want any help from Mr. Sesi, and you have now cut the hand that was feeding them, do you mean that it was the one that's making such kind of the rampant misuse and imbroglio you have thrown into?
But if it was that, May don't want those nonsense, and May can't do that nonsense. And May don't want any support from TTP because they was stopped that support without condition. May don't want, and those things are so bad to use it, to sell it, you can use for your family, so bad, but they don't want anything from that that David Jr. or that family, or that. So they do not give me any support. From since they live here, they don't give me any support.
So my question.
Remember that even my kids was taken by mistake in Ayamara's camera.
Exactly, I can remember, and I'm coming to that point.
And I do not put my kids in the public. That I want support. No.
So Passy, I was asking one question. Do you think it's the time that you decided to say that you don't want any help from Mr. Cecil, and Mr. Cecil was ever helping the con mom and the family to run their businesses and to run their pockets in terms of money quantity, and whenever you cut that hand, is it the one that they're having a grudge with you?
Actually, for me, me to even, maybe it's that one. So, because, so how can I say, maybe because,
you can just hear it, eh?
Yeah.
Anna, so
actually,
she's not going direct to the point. So, so if you go direct to the point, and you have just had the conversation, whenever I ask about do you think that this kind of the cutting of the hand that was feeding this kind of the family, and now there's no conversation, no nothing, because they were earning money from Mr. Cecil, so the money can go to Passy. So it was passing direct to Kenge family, then it goes back to where? Goes back to Passy. So whenever I ask her about, do you think that this kind of the grudge that they're having with the family, or for her cutting the conversation between them and Cecil, is it the one that is giving them a grudge? So she cannot express it correctly. Because then I introduced another question asking about, do you think that since you left and not talking to Mr. Cecil, do you think that or have you ever received any call from the conman? She said, no, I've never received any call. It means that the hand that was feeding them, it has been already cut, so they cannot conversate. Then she was talking about, I cannot associate myself with young boys. I need some people who are mature. So it means that she's always she's dating. Yes, we don't deny a person not to date, a person not to have an affair. But the real fact is having it with a reason, or having it in not a compromising issue, not a compromising statements that going to become
way.
Do it in a perfect way. But now we are receiving some of the nudes that she had already spoken very badly to Mr. Cecil, talking about, you know what, this kind of a person is a bad person, is having conditions. Yet there's nothing will ever come for free. There's nothing will ever come for free. You can imagine now, now Mr. Cecil was supporting, and they knew each other, because whenever she talked one day this kind of the story this way, that there's a day she felt sick and the people were under construction. Then Mr. Cecil was calling her, then she never picked the call. Then from there, Kibe was sent to go and talk to Passy and tell her to pick the calls. Then whenever she went back, whenever she picked the call, Mr. Cecil talked about why you're not getting my calls, this and this and this. Then she cut the call. Then Didi uncle came from the villa again to that position and asked about there's a person who wants to speak to you through my phone. So can you speak with the guy? Then after there, Kenge talked about Passy is asking for money from the people, even not notifying her. So it was so disgusting about it. And she talked about, no, this kind of the things have happened this way, has happened this way. So it was disgusting. So that's the point I wanted to clarify, because Passy is not coming out clearly. She's doubting. She's just gauging the words. She's acting like
also playing with people's mind.
Exactly. She's acting brave. She thinks that some of the things she knows how to play the game, not knowing that if it's a man-eat-man society, it's either you eat or you be eaten.
Exactly.
So if you ate at first, there's something gonna be coming to eat you again. So she never recalled such kind of a game that's gonna be coming out, because it's like how is it called? That one of biology. There's a term they use in biology: recapture.
Exactly.
It's either you capture, then it will recapture again.
Capture.
Exactly. So it's a recapture. So she never knew about it. So she's acting like a person who is so secure, who is doing only things that are so safe. But to the real fact, the photos that are coming, and they are continuing coming, because my intelligence is talking about there are some of the photos that will be arriving, which are new but these ones that we're having, they were just sent to Mr. Cecil. And there's no photo shooting that has already done here. There's nothing like that one. So you can clarify and talk it directly. But the real fact about what is coming, guys, it's much of we have already been thrown to an imbroglio. And the real pogromitic things that are coming out is she's trying her own best to act brave,
or to prevent herself
from this kind of the scenarios, from this kind of the sarcasm, from this kind of the catastrophe that are gonna be getting him. So we are kept in touch, guys, and we're gonna be updating you much about what is coming out, because we have much of and numerous points that are gonna be coming to you live, because we have much of analyzed to you that are gonna be coming between which kind of the game that is being played here between and we have an agent and we have a subject.
Exactly.
So there are agents who are using this kind of the people to send into this kind of the platform or a website.
And we have also the
we have we have VidMate, we have all the browsing. So you have to pay to that talk about there's a platform that you have to pay for it, so as you can get the content that is there. So the real fact about it, we have already got it, because Lady J is using it, Keng is using it, and also we have much of the people are using it to sell this kind of the people, and this kind of the people don't have any information about it. Maybe she did it previously, not knowing.
Exactly.
But now it's coming out clearly, because whenever we say about even Kenge, whenever we talk about Kenge, Kenge ever did it in Colombia. But he cannot recall how he did it. But the time will tell. It's gonna be coming back and reflame back.
Exactly.
Because everything that you do in darkness is gonna be coming in the light. That's the effect that Passy thought about. She's brave enough to expose Mr. Cecil's audio that he was claiming about I'll do it normal, no, I have paid for $580. Now who is going to just get to that hotel? No, you are not getting me. Can you get me well? So I'm saying this, Passy, I'm getting. So it was something like, it was disgusting.
Exactly.
So, but the real fact about now, what is ongoing to this kind of the platform right now, it's that we are going to express much of the things that are going to be coming out clearly, and we're going to be getting much and what has been trending, and we're going to be part of the team. Tomorrow is another day.
Tomorrow is bad. It will be another day.
Tomorrow is another day. So keep it tuned, keep it locked. Much of the things going to become it's _Gintu, and to this kind of the host team, keep it locked.
It's time for revealing the history.
Coming out with the history.
Exactly.
So gonna be coming to you live at 1-on-1. The host, _Gintu, backside here.
I am Mogesi here.
Fantastic.
This is the end.
This is the end.
Continue watching the space. Let's go.
Watch the space.
Bro.